Hey guys, Dr. Snow here. You see on the forum right now we have some talk about diaphragm issues and just restrictions that might build up in the diaphragm. So I want to go over the diaphragm and immobilization that we can kind of get you doing. When talking with the diaphragm, we are actually looking at those lower 6 ribs, and the diaphragm comes around and actually attaches to the spine, and we have some big, thick tendinous structures that attach to the spine, and a lot of time we get adhesions that build up there, and simply because you guys are in that forward arrow flex position for a long period of time, so we really don't get a lot of mobilization in that mid-back or mid-spine area. So I'm going to give you one thing to sort of get going on, and hopefully this will build up some capacity. Also, when looking at the diaphragm, when we look at the pelvis and we have that sort of neutral pelvis, we also want to look at the rib cage and make sure we have the rib cage stacked on top. There's a tendency to have the ribs flare out, which makes for an ineffective sort of cylinder and ineffective breathing capacity. So if we can get those sort of things mobilized, then we can have a freely moving area and you can create that stable position and a better breathing pattern. So what you're going to do is take a couple of tennis balls and either tape them together or pop them in a sock. And you're going to end up putting them just in the middle of your back, for ladies right at that bra line or just below, okay, and that's what we're going to start mobilizing the spine. Grab yourself a kettlebell or something that you can anchor your hands, because you're going to have your hands over top. It's sort of a little anchor point. Balls go in between the spine, and then you're going to lean back, sort of creating that arch in the back with the balls underneath. Grab your anchor point here, and now you have this arch in your back and your shoulders or your arms are above your head, and all you're going to do is take some deep breaths. So you can hang out here for a couple of minutes. I just want you to take some deep breaths in and out while the hands are being anchored. When you breathe out, I want that low back to kind of try to touch the floor, and as well, when you breathe out, I want that rib cage flaring to come down. So you take a deep breath in, breathe out, bring that rib cage down, and trying to mobilize the back. Those tennis balls are going to start to grind into some of those back muscles, tendons, ligaments, muscles, everything that's in the back, and then we get that restriction really freed up. So give it a try, and let me know what you think. Thanks.